Good morning, church. This week is our third week in our play of the week. And this week, we're going to be focusing on the reverse run. Now, the reverse run is very simple. It's all about when moving everyone one direction. The line moves one way, the running back with the ball moves in one way, or the wide receiver, whoever, all going one direction. So all the defense is trying to tackle them, moves that same direction on the field. But before you get to the line, before you get where you to a place where you're getting tackled, you stop and reverse, either by handing the ball off or stopping and reversing and going the other direction, running away from the tacklers. That is the play of the week for us, spiritually speaking. Are we going the right direction? If not, we need to stop going the wrong direction and understanding how do we help people instead of hurt people. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 15, 33 and 34, do not be misled. In other words, don't be confused. Bad company corrupts good character. Come back to your senses as you ought and stop sinning, for there are some who are ignorant of God. Now, what is this telling us? I want us to focus on 4 C's that are in these 2 verses that are so important to understand. Bad company corrupts good character. Come back to how you should be thinking, the right way that you should be thinking. And all this is really saying is who's influencing who? Are you being influenced by those in this world that are leading you away? In other words, are you running straight into the tacklers? Stop doing that. Come to your senses. Don't think that way. You have to stop, reverse course, and go to those that you can influence. That this is why we're here. This is the purpose, is that we influence others in their walk with God. We help them instead of being influenced. And that's a question you have to ask yourself this week. Where am I being influenced in the wrong way? And where can I really help it influence others? Because this leads us into the second thought that's on the same idea, and that's simply this. Stop judging others for their weaknesses and in their weaknesses. Don't do that. Romans 14:13 tells us, let us stop passing judgment on one another. Instead, make up your mind not to put any stumbling block or obstacle in the way of a brother or a sister. Stop passing judgments on another. They may not be as strong as yours. So this whole idea is not, hey, we got to remove ourselves from the world. We got to go live in a cave. We got to make sure no one influences us negatively. No, the whole idea is become strong enough in our faith, in our walk, that when we see others struggling, we not condemn them, but we help them. We don't put stumbling blocks in their way. We put stairs in their way so that they can get higher and do better. In other words, treat others as though they're just beginning to walk. You wouldn't put a stumbling block in front of a little child. You wouldn't put a big stone in front of a child for a trip. No, you would clear the way. Are you clearing the way? Are you doing things to help people become stronger? See, the reverse play is to remove yourself from those that are in those worlds and the situations, the circumstances, the places that are drawing you to be tackled, to fall. And instead, find those that you can influence. Find those that you can speak into and help them. It's a very simple play of the week. It's a very simple thought. How are we helping others? Are we influencing them for Christ, or are we actually causing them to stumble? And I believe with all my heart, God's called you this week to find someone that you can influence for the good, for God's work in their life. God bless you. Have a great week.